Blackstone Audio presents Justice for the Damned by Priscilla Royal. This book is read by Wanda McCaddon. Whether it makes one cry or sing, justice must be carried out. Marie de France, circa 1170. Lanvin, 1, 437-8, translator unknown. To Peter Godhue, with gratitude for your kindness and help from the beginning. Chapter 1. This early May morning in 1272, near the Feast of Saint Melor, dawned with such sweetness that the Fontrevaudine monks and nuns of Amesbury Priory rushed from chapter with far more eagerness to their assigned tasks than they had felt heretofore. Although a few were laggard, those for whom early rising would always be akin to the wearing of hair shirts, none regretted this coming of soft spring. The fog from the River Avon swirled like thick smoke through their cloister garth, but it came with a pleasing scent, suggestive of tender, bright flowers and the coming warmth of lengthening days. Indeed, there was such happiness amongst the monastics of the ancient priory that some began to sing, their voices so filled with reverent joy that the force of their fervent celebration must have breached the surrounding stone walls and surged into the secular land beyond. As Prioress Eleanor of Tyndal walked slowly out of the chapter house and into the tranquillity of the nuns' cloister, the cheerful voices of her fellow religious began to grow faint in her ears. She hesitated, leaned against a pillar, and glanced up at the wooden roof over the walkway. Although the stone felt cold through her woolen habit, she found comfort in the familiarity of its gouged and pitted surface. She shut her eyes and slowly breathed in the sharp river scent that clung to the twisting wisps of fog drifting through the shrubs and walkways of the gardens before her. "Home," she sighed, and lowered herself with unsteady care onto a bench so worn that the stone looked polished in the soft light. Although she had been head of her own priory for almost 2 years, learning to love the storm-battered East Anglian coast where she now lived, Eleanor had spent most of her 22 years in the midst of this gentle place of rolling fields, a land enriched as much by ancient myths and rumours as it was from the silt left by the meandering Avon. It was here at Amesbury Priory that a 6-year-old Eleanor had arrived, grieving with the silence of those whose mothers have died too soon. She glanced down at the cloister walk itself. The sight of the hollowed-out paving stones brought back the memory.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?